The army in the Democratic Republic of Congo says it has failed a coup attempt and arrested the perpetrators in the capital, Kinshasa. The Congolese army spokesperson, General Slyvain Ekenge, says armed men attacked the president's office but were subdued. SABC News correspondent Ocamringa has more from Kinshasa. Chris, thank you so much for your time. So just give us the very latest now in terms of speculation is currently mounting in terms of was the U.S. involved in backing up this particular coup? What are you hearing and what's the latest in terms of some of the speculation that we are hearing?
Yes, so the DRC Army spokesperson said that they have arrested a total of 50 people, including 3 American citizens and a British national. They're saying that they are currently carrying out interrogations, trying to find out why this happened and why these foreigners were involved in this coup. They have told us that the leader of these coup plotters was killed in the battle yesterday at the president's office in Kinshasa, and his son, who was the second in command, has been arrested. Now, the leader was a man known as Christian Malanga. He was a Congolese who was a naturalized American citizen, and he served in the army in the DRC some years ago and then joined politics and went back to the US where his family was living. And so he has been very active in advocating for change, good governance, human rights in the diaspora. So people who have been in the DRC's political circles for long are very aware of him, and so the authorities are trying to find out, why this happened, and there are also questions being asked about how the security officials allowed these people to gain access to the president's office. So investigations are going on, and we'll be hearing from officials about the next course of action.
The background in terms, or the backdrop rather, in terms of this particular attack, in as far as, the Congolese army also, in contestation with the various rebels, the M23 comes to mind, and just the ongoing battles that we are seeing in the background of this particular coup attempt.
Yes, so there has been a lot of suspicion among the politicians in the DRC and even citizens about a link between the coup attempt on Sunday that happened on Sunday and the ongoing conflict in the east of the DRC between the Congolese army and the M23 rebel group. There's some people who were suspecting that the rebels could have, used these gunmen who attacked the president's office and the residence of the former deputy prime minister to try and assassinate the president. But the authorities are saying they're still investigating this, so we are still not yet sure. There's still a lot of unanswered questions, but there's also something interesting. The United States ambassador to the DRC yesterday issued a statement on X, formerly Twitter, saying that she was shocked that American citizens were involved in this criminal acts, and said that they will cooperate with the Congolese authorities to ensure that the perpetrators are brought to justice. So that is, an assurance from the U.S. Embassy in Kinshasa that, this was something that they had no knowledge about, and they are ready to help the Congolese government to ensure that, people who are doing these kinds of acts are held to account. We've also heard from officials from the African Union condemning this act, and many politicians in the DRC have also been saying the same.
And how has the African Union responded, Chris?
Well, the African Union issued a statement, the chairman of the African Union condemning, this coup attempt. The African Union has been very strongly condemning any kind of coup. We saw a number of coups in West Africa last year, and they have been taking a very firm stand, saying that they believe the change of government should come through elections. So they really condemn this, and the DRC authorities here are very happy that that has come from the African Union. They are assured that there's some kind of support for the government in place to continue until the tenure ends in 2028. President Felix Tshisekedi was just elected last December, by an overwhelming majority of votes, about 73% of the vote. and he has been in power for 5 months. This is his second term, and people are very concerned that this coup has happened. The coup attempt happened when he has just begun his second term.